year of code website still. It's not quite done. The idea was to get it set for May 1st. I obviously missed that deadline. Traveling, sick. But I'm gonna release it soonish. But in order to do that, I need to finish it. Currently, it's a bit in this state. So we have a nice little header. We have some text. We have a chart with points on it. Create for websites, modules. I believe this is a module. This is a site. Create a footer. Did that while traveling, half on the plane. Pretty straightforward. Just a bunch of anchor tags. And all it's lacking right now is making this chart pretty, making it a bit more interesting. Right now you can't see what these points are, and you definitely do want to see that. So I'll be building that. I was thinking of making it, can you see that on screen? Can you see my mouse on screen? No, you can't. Oh well. I was thinking of putting in on the right-hand side an element that shows some information about the point you're hovering over. Might want to do just a straight up tooltip and make the points clickable. That's also interesting. Not sure yet. But first we need to get the groundwork going. Might do a bit of research on what looks nicely. But yeah, the groundwork means whenever we mouse over an element, we get some sort of event that enables an element to pop up. I do think that tooltips are a bit different than right-hand side menus, but research. I'm gonna do a short stream though today because I am absolutely exhausted, tired. I cannot live anymore. I can't. Last time we were checking this one out, has some interesting information about how to make charts responsive. Decided not to make it responsive right now. Might do that after we're done with the mouse over. Instead, gonna start checking out some mouse over events. But before that, we should actually just check out the D3 site itself. D3.js. Because they have like a bazillion charts in there, and obviously they show the very best with all the capabilities. We can just look for something nice that fits well. So we have a nice little plot chart with points in it. Not quite like that. Not quite like this. Maybe like this. I think if we refresh it, we get a new batch. Refresh. Check out this one. The quad tree. Ooh, quad trees. Data structure. Nice. Not sure how this works. Yeah. That's not very interesting. Do you have a tooltip? Do you have a tooltip? Maybe you do have a tooltip. Let's see. Oh my god. Computer crashing in 5, 4, 3, 2. Uh-oh. Something's going horribly wrong here. Come on. Okay, so the recorder software is 30% CPU, sort by memory, by CPU. Google Chrome is churning out 30% memory. That is not very good. You might need to close some stuff like such. Oh, hey. Hey. Chat is open. Hello, Rui404. Welcome. Or bye if you're gone. I'm gonna close this on and up. Look it up. Let's go back to Chrome and see if this works. Yes, it does. Ooh, awful. Obvious nations, tooltips, no tooltips. If I click anything, no tooltips either. Oh, they just did like a bunch of fancy animations. It's nice, but we don't need that either. Some other tooltippy thing, neither. God. Okay. Maybe just time to get creative. I think I'll start off with a simple tooltip. That's all we need. Tooltip on click, we get some sort of element. Okay, so our server's running. You can see it up here. That's just terminal, opening up some form of a tutorial. We don't need any mouse enter events. We just need mouse over events. Yeah, like some brotherly little tooltip will work for what we're trying to do. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you guys have like any question about anything, just shoot it. I'm watching chat now. Try to do my best to answer your questions. I know some JavaScript, so it might help out. So select all. So what is this trying to do? Adding tooltips to a D3 JS graph. D3 tooltip. I'm like, about this. Oh, is the stream good, by the way? If you guys have like any feedback, let me know. As I can only like review it after. Last time, for example, the music was up all the time and no one could hear me. It's kind of shit. Had a good time, but it's not very much the point of streaming. Ooh, I like this. So this has a mouse over chartsy thingy. I guess we can make this work. So a bunch of styles. D3.tip, attribute class D3 tip. Offset is something something. And then we create some inline stuffs. Tip. Search for tip. Oh yeah. And you say on mouse over tip.show, on mouse out tip.hide. SVG a cool tip. Right. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create this. The frequency, we'll just replace with hello world. Cool. So Git is completely clean. This is shorthand for Git status, like shorthands. Nice and useful. So it's clean. I'm gonna close this file out. Oh, I need to turn the sound off. No sound. Do we want sound? Hold up. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, so myself. What we're gonna do is there, no sound. All right. Spacing out a bit. Going out here. Don't need this. Don't need this. We need to be in plot.js index. Right. This file is starting to get pretty long, but that's all very much all right. So we have SVG. Are we creating that before or after? SVG. We create a tip right before the SVG. So I would say const tip is, right, we need to replace this. Here also const, not const d3.tip dot attribute class. What are you going to call you? Dot tip. Then dot then offset dot HTML. Is a function d. D will return something. We're using Babel to get the fat arrows, which is useful. Allows us to do ES6y things. D3. I have mixed feelings about ES6, by the way. I think fat arrows and generators and some other things are very useful, but classes and what was the reflection? Proxies are kind of dangerous because people will be abusing them. Kind of repeating what Substack's saying, but I share his concerns. Because everyone's using React and Backbone and creating object-oriented things, and that's gross in a way. Very bad. Not for this. HTML let's say we return a div. Strong frequency, strong span. We'll just copy this for a moment. Span, color red. Slash span. Perfect. HTML, we're not using D, but we don't care about that. svg.call tip. I have no idea what this does. d3.tsv, nope. All we need to do now is start on mouse over, show, select all dots, on mouse over, do tip dot show, and on mouse out, tip dot hide. Kind of strange that it's called mouse over and mouse out. You expect mouse in and mouse out, but you know. So these functions get called, we're just referencing them. Let's see what happens. We have our server running, so we can just refresh. No live reload yet. Apparently chart's not rendering. Let's see why that is. One error. d3.tip is another function. d3.tip. How do we call that? This can go away, this can go away, d3.tooltip, this can go away, d3.tip. Interesting. So d3.tip is removed, apparently, from this version of d3, I guess. d3.tip is another function. That must be d3, oh, d3/.tip. What a typo. This can go away. Screw this one too. Yeah, shit. d3 docs tooltip. Let's see. Maybe change the name of the thing. Maybe remove it altogether. It's like we're using 2013 materials. Oh my god, I want to nap so badly. Just want to lay my head on my bed and sleep. Oh well. Let's see. D3 tip. Tooltips for D3 SVG visualizations. Seems about right. Cage D3 tip. So that demo example code. Power install D3-tip. How does this work? Okay, so apparently it's an extension we need to download. Examples. Require.js. Let's see. Wait, what? D3 tip. Right. All right. We have it call. Is that call tip? Okay, perfectly fine. So we need to do npm i-s d3 tip. d3-tip. God. I'm not sure I trust this library. but we're gonna try it out. The errors you're seeing here, or the warnings you're seeing here, is because I have offline npm. So if I'm on a plane, I can just install from cache, which is super useful. All you need to do is set cache min to infinity, and then it will complain on every install, but you have offline installation, so that's worth the small little error or warning for. Okay, so what we're going to do here is const d3 const tip, const d3 tip. Let's capitalize it, camel case it, acquire d3 dash tip. D3 tip. Okay, reload. Let's see what happens now. Does it work? Does it load? I think it loads. Concept property tip of undefined. Bundle.js 95. Property dot tip. Same. Slash dot tip. D3 tip. God, how does this work? Okay, so we have an example here. Go like that. Yeah. Fuck. Tip.show. Tip.hide. Let's see. This is slightly boring, I can understand. It's also like very much real programming. I want to see where error comes from. I'm not sure if I have source maps enabled. Probably going to be a very long line, aren't you? d3.tip is factory d3. What the fuck? Cannot set property d3. I'm going to find. It's factory d3. Factory. God. Oh crap, I actually need to do it this way, I guess. Acquire d3 tip from a function. What the actual fuck? This is gross. Function d3, comma d3 tip. What the actual fuck? Why is there callback in there? Oh right, apparently you can do that. They don't want to leak anything to the global scope. No idea. Okay, so once more, let's check it out. Tip is d3 tip. God, fuck. Yeah, so this should work, but it's not working. So we're gonna strip it out. Because fuck this. Fuck this library. Caged. Apparently it is the library, but it's also super gross. SVG. God. D3 tooltip tipsy. No idea what that is. jQuery tipsy tooltips. God. Find chart with tipsy tooltips. I don't want any of this. This is frameworking gross. Let's see. Positioning a tooltip on SVG. Sounds more like it. If anything, we can write our own library to create tooltips on fucking SVGs. Because that one library is just not my style. It's not pretty, but I guess it works. D3 selects, style color. Okay, so this is also slightly gross. Scratch that, it's super gross. Yeah. You see, like, this is what I don't like about frameworks. Someone builds something, and then another person builds a plugin for the thing, and then you have to use the plugin or be lost in some weird land. If it was less frameworky, people would just have a loose, small, modular tooltip component that worked. I guess, I think, I hope. I should just make it. Or it can actually fix this example. Okay, let's see what is inside of D3 tip. D3 tip, let's just rename this. I don't want to bother with writing everything myself at this point. Kind of silly. It's a property tip of any kind. So we have function D3, D3.tip. All we need to do is pass it in an instance of D3, apparently. Turn D3.tip. Factory D3. Okay, alright. D3, I guess. So then you will work. D3 tip is not a function. D3 tip D3 is not a function. God, this is annoying. Okay. What attribute is not a function? Okay. So let's see. D3 tip. Console log tip. Let's call like this. Take two. Let's inspect internals. What methods are exposed? Turn B box. Bounding box, I guess. Console. Okay, so this thing has a whole bunch of things. Tiplet direction, tiplet style, return tip, I guess? Yeah. Okay, so this one does work. Let's check again. D3.tip. D3 tip. Mumbling. Require.js. I'm not sure this one even works. Like this. Perfect. So it works now. Apparently all I had to do was pass in the instance. Though no tooltip is appearing, no errors are being given, which is good. D3 tip is D3 tip D3. So we can remove this tip D3 tip. There we go. If any of you guys have any form of question, just ask. Oh, hey, errors. Losing it defined. Of course it's not. That should work. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some more things with streams, I guess, and WebGL. One of my friends was talking about WebGL 2.0, and that there's a whole bunch of things that no one is doing yet. So it might be fun to experiment with that. Check out what it's all about. Frequency. Oh, excellent. Works. Perfect. We have tooltips now. Though not very good. We can do something with this. Can be like, hey, let's make this d.name. We can make this a multi-line string, by the way. d.name. Nope. Wrong one. Boom. Let's see what happens here. From to string, year of code. Perfect. Frequency, from to string, year of code. Wow. Probably want to have it on the right hand side. But I kind of like this. Okay, so what's the data we have available? We know when it was made. We know the name. We know what type it is. So the type determines the y-axis. So it's kind of useless to point it out. The date we already have, like a vague approximation. We don't need to put it in there exactly. At least I don't think it's very interesting. Yeah, we can just remove. We don't want the color red. We can strip that. We also don't want to call it frequency. Just have this for the moment. Guess it will look like kind of alright. We don't want to create a proper website for it, I guess, or links. I mean, links, some styling, make it clickable. It'd be nice if from to string, year of code. I recently created a blog post, medium.com. Let's add that just for a second completion. We definitely need to add a URL, which will be this one. We can make this CSV in a bit. Okay, so this was a post, I guess, article. Article. No, it's called a post. Post. What was it called? Party tricks with ESX symbols. If you haven't read this, might learn a thing or two. Oh. About how symbols work, which is a ES6 thing. It's kind of nice. Alright. So on that, party tricks with ES6 symbols. And our URL is lagging, but we'll get there eventually. Come on. And then you give an error. Oh, fuck. Copy and paste buffers in Vim are hard to get right. We publish this on, check this out, April 30th. 30. Play tricks. That looks excellent. Saving. Okay. It should render properly. Or not. What did I break? I missed the character, I guess. Unhandled error event. Probably missed a comma somewhere. Yeah, found it. Yes. So restarting the server. For city people, we don't do automatic restarting servers. Should. Oh, I went to the pool today. Like, slept a bunch, or at least tried, and then went for a swim. I felt so good. My body was stretching and love. love to swim. Also love food. While I was in the States, I didn't have too much of either. Like, food is so expensive there and cannot cycle around. Swimming pools are expensive. Oh, hello there. This is interesting. Apparently the offset for this thing is too high. Need to fix that. Well, at least it's showing up. With code from to string 29 at 501. Yeah, pretty much all around the same day. It's not going to be a 1, it's going to be the 4th at least. Let's see. So we need to make this thing a bit smaller, less high, margin, height, width, create an x-axis. God, I love my comments. Minus margin times 2. Plus height. Okay, so if we just delete this, apparently I can do that. Let's see what happens. They're known as will it blend? Barely. Shit. Okay, so we got the thing in the right location, but it's not quite right. So SVG in the rule plot margin, translate height width. Translate margin. How does this work? How do margins work? D3 margin. Because what I expect to happen is that we can set the margin for this thing and that the bar is not affected by it. Let's see how it renders. We can make the computer stop lagging. Okay, so there's some form of margin there. Now if we just crank that up, and put this thing on one margin, should be just about right. Now we can make the margin a whole lot bigger. Okay, let's try. The margin's set at 40, we want to make it 60 for the sake of trying. D3 margin conventions. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now we know for a fact that this thing scales sort of exponentially. Actually, just scales exponentially. So it's way up. Can't do that. Translate margin height minus margin times 1. Yeah, just height minus margin. Let's see where it ends up. Oh, it's still pretty bad. Did we refresh? We saved. Yeah, we saved. God. Okay. Setting up the margins, margin convention. Egghead. You lured me into learning Angular when I started out. The worst. Never do Angular, kids. Do drugs instead. Or Don't do drugs. Maybe do drugs. I don't know. Do programming. Programming's like drugs. Except it gives you weird faces. Like mine, I grew a beard programming. It was pretty bad. Yes, I think I'm extremely funny. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see. So we have all these margins. Top 20, bottom 20. We need to combine a margin and a other thingy. Oh wait, he's actually put in some lines, which is exactly what we want. The bottom line we need to figure out. New box, append, stuff. Triangle start, triangle end. You can also just inspect it. Check out what's up. So we have the SVG, transform the whole thing. Just the whole rectangle. Line arrow. The inner 60-60, 20-20. Right. Oh well, I guess we can do it manually. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Margin 60. Translate 0. Height is minus margin times 2. Is that so? Well, I guess this makes sense. Margin, height minus margin. So what happened when we did this? Like 60 is way too much, by the way. Okay, so we have some this. Refresh. Error? No error. Okay, so we have our chart now. And it doesn't look too bad. It's perfect. So if we look at the element, it appears to render kind of okay. We probably screw these ones up by saying that they're indeed 3 elements because we messed that one up. Interpret R. Now we can crank this one up to 7. So that looks nice. It's the circle size. I want to make it kind of big because that's all you can mouse over on. And it probably doesn't work on mobile, but hey, we're not caring at this point. Gotta do something. The range for the Y scale is the height. Domain is 0 to 3. Should be 0 to 2. So we have 3 points, and then we can make this one 0, make this one 1, and make this one 2. And maybe this renders a bit better, because the topmost axis was not being filled. Right. So this is kind of what we were expecting. We can probably change the margin to be a bit higher even. Let's make it 60 again. It has a nice little spacious feel to it. Make sure it works. There we have it. We probably want to remove the margin for the bottom thing. 0, heights. Height is that? Plus margin times 2. Maybe just plus margin. Kind of figuring this one out, I guess. Times 2 is too much. Okay, so let's see. This margin. So we put the margin at 60. Let's say plus 40. Just inline for the moment, but let's see how this one turns out. Some text, something, barely. 30. This is how we roll. F5ing everything. It's not too bad. Getting there. Said 60, right? Yeah, 60. So bring me 1/3. About. Needs more margin. Needs to breathe. It's very important. Whoosh. Oh, and hello, my wonderful viewers. All 3 of you. I appreciate you with all of my body. God. You don't want to X margin. Okay, we're going to split this one up. Margin X and const margin Y. This one's 80. This one's 0. Margin X and margin Y. Okay, so where's the margin? Margin X and margin Y. Margin. This one won't work. Height, margin Y. Margin X. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, like that. Margin X, margin Y, margin. Perfect. We're getting this very ugly left-hand side indentation, which we don't want. So just put it to 0 and we crash the thing. Do we know? Refresh. Yeah, apparently something's going wrong. Const margin X. Of course, we need to sign it rather than do something silly. Right. Oh wait. Let me start. This should work. He said, for edges on end. Does not work. Oh yeah, it's still starting up. Oh, by the way, you guys don't know me. I'm Joshua. I do my very best to program. I'm kind of bad at it, but nevertheless, keep trying. I'm working on a project to create a website a month, module a week, and a blog post a month. Just because it's fun to learn. You get to do all sorts of shenanigans. Okay, so apparently we do want a margin, but not a large one. Loop only work pretty well. Retrying. I guess this one works. Kind of looks messy, doesn't it? Yeah. Probably need to put in some extra margin for these. That's no problem. So it helps with the responsiveness of things, yes. Just need to make these a bit more clickable. Invalid value for circle attribute is man. For circle attribute is man. Circle, circle, circle. Let's see where the error is. Where is the error? Well, let's check this out. Invalid value for circle. Apparently, where is CX? CX CY. Okay. So we have CX. D.cx. Right. D.cx is based on points function point cx parse weight date type name date, of course. Theory cx. Okay, this should work because we added a new value, new field to the thing. Field got removed. Now this works perfectly fine. Excellent. Now we have two clips. Now we just need to add a mouse over style, make them pretty. And we probably want to add them a bit closer together. I like the spacing on this. Doesn't look too bad. And make the thing clickable. Once we have that, I think we're done. I will send it in to my buddy Hugh for review, and I'll see what he has to say. Maybe I'll add a CSV parser so we can just have a big data set that we just need to update. Might be for the best. Yeah. So let's say changes. They're kind of okay. Yeah, this looks about right. Let's see. Does this look well? Yes, this looks perfect. Perfect. Yep. Going for it. Large knobs. So this is the plot. Add tooltips. 33 insertions. That's fine. Okay, so we updated it. It's now on GitHub. Check it out. So let's close out some tabs. We have way too many tabs again. Pretty good at building tabs. This page. But we just does what we needed. So just pushed it. Could be a lot worse. We have a nice little plot. From to string. That was not too bad. Going up there to copying a bit. Maybe I want to add a hover style to these. Just for the hell of it. I don't do it right now. CSS. Which one is it? Footer CSS. Dot footer a hover. Text declaration underline. Refresh. Yeah, it's better. Looks a bit nicer, I think. Maybe we can do even better. Border, bottom, solid. Border, short, and CSS. I always forget. W3 schools or MDN. Always a tough choice. Whenever one of my coworkers asks me something, every now and then I just send them a W3 schools link. They just ask me whatever, and I send them a W3 school link. I'm the best coworker alive. Lots. Oh yeah. Yeah, you start with the size. 1 pixel, solid, var, -- color, lights. So yeah. Yeah, this one's nicer. You see? Just add a border bottom. That works perfectly. So we can remove that. Footer. Call this footer text. So we have some spans in here, I think. So we can do some more styling. CSS. I think we have a plot / index.css. Plot text. Fill. Right. And just yank this. And paste it here. Okay, let's see if this works. I hope so. From to string. No, it doesn't. Plot text, fill, color light. Okay, let's pretend we're putting a mouse over on this. Too bad it didn't actually work. I was changing it on. Doing something over there. Plot tip and div class. And front to string. Plot tip and on a plot tip for text and plot tip. Fresh. We have an line now. Perfect. That's a bit gross though. Might want to make this one actual text declaration underline. Also, we don't need that one. Better, I guess. Oh god, we need that one. No, we don't. Plot tip. We can just press it here. Now it should be all perfect. I'm not too fond of it. It's a bit kitschy. Removing the plot tip. At least we know how to style it now. Circle. Pointer. Cursor. Pointer. Can we do an on click? Perfect. Looks like you can click it now. Okay. So we're gonna commit this for the text. Some more thingies. Block styles. Styles. We have styles now. Well, not necessarily block. I'm good for them. Okay, now we just need to make a link out of the thing. On click event, I guess. Do 3 on click events. Oh, I'm so happy Google exists. Just imagine the internet without Google. It'd be pretty shit, wouldn't it? Like, I have a hard problem and you're like, well, guess I'm stuck now. Guess I'll go to this index page, like in the days of yore. Let's see, on click. Rectangle to on click. Wonderful. We need to stop propagation. Select all. Circle. Circle. Where's the circle? Circle. The pen circle. Need to stop propagation, which is useful, but Also just want to add a click thing. D3 mouse events. Oh, wonderful. Cool. On click, comma, D, console.log arguments. I want to see what we're dealing with. Back to the site. Refresh. I should definitely build a auto reloader for brick. Console. What did we just log? Object, object, object. Bunch of objects. Exports. Function. I just want to know what we are dealing with. That is everything. Let's see. Cool. There's the drag. Perfect. Name E. Expect this one to be E, in all fairness. Prototype, object, object, function. So we need the fourth. Okay. B. Always been an array of, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Refresh. We need the fourth, the fifth actually. Okay, so on click, we'll do something. Oh, perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. It just gives us a thing. Okay, so we just say open URI. I forgot what it was. Open a new tab. And then window.open. Wonderful. Oh, fuck. C tab browser. Fuck. Yeah, so we can roll one back. Tab the browser. Like, I'm pretty surprised that my computer can do all this. I mean, I'm running a whole shitload of pages, recording video, streaming video, watching video back, doing programming stuffs. G browser .add tab. Open a URL tab. What is this? Firefox tab browser. Okay. Oh, we just say window.open. Wonderful. window.open v.query, I think. Yeah. Refresh. Yeah, we definitely need to prepend HTTP. This one will work from toString on GitHub. Perfect. That's all we need to do here is fix this. PS goes long live GitHub. Year of code, module post. Perfect. Okay, so we now have a website that works with mouse over things. I believe there's a way to get these events to not overlap with each other and still be shown, which is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, to do it. Maybe it's in the tip thing. God, this tip thing is so questionable. It works pretty well, which is amazing. Nope, very little. Okay, let's say I guess this works. Perfect. Okay, what else? Starting May 1st, 2015, I'm doing a bunch of things. Live streams will be held. Yeah, I think this is quite alright. Seems like a perfectly fine first website to me. I'll probably tweak it over the process in months. Yeah, only thing I'm going to do is pull this out into a CSV, just because we don't want to be jackasses. Okay, so let's make these changes. Plot open in new window. Saved, committed, push to GitHub, and now it will be forever publicly available. Okay, so we're gonna check out knowledge base, modules. I have some wonderful CSV parsing modules in there, saved for, well, right this moment. CSV. You can just call BRFS to inline the CSV and then parse it. Encoder stream, you just need this. Streaming CSV parser. Ooh. CSV Spectrum, CSV Acid Test Suite. I want to see that. More like CSV test suite. And oh, perfect. Just create a read out a CSV file and then create a stream out of it. And that should work perfectly. Oh my god, CSV-spectrum. I love these silly tests, these generic components that make other things a lot more stable. Like, for example, the what's it called? The level database, LevelDB, has a abstract level down backend, which is a set of tests that they guarantee that whatever passes those tests is a valid level down implementation. So everyone just includes that single test suite and make sure everything passes. So they've done the same deal for abstract blob store, which means that you write your code once for that particular interface, and then you can like switch out databases, whichever you like, or talk to weird ass APIs such as Google Drive, as if they were just an abstract blob store. It's all like implementation details, like same deal with this CSV parser. Someone has defined a whole test suite of CSV files, and if you can parse it, you're pretty much set. You can use it in the browser with Browserify. Okay, so I know exactly what we need. Browserify, or whoop, CSV-parser from to string, and I think we already have PureFS. So we have the plot. We say Browserify transform Databify, and also PureFS. Like that. npm x at your /plots, npm link to corpus, and don't need to quote it, but it's good form. npm install -safe prfs. Are we going to do it like this? No, we're not. PureFS. Like, we cannot export this code instantly, but it's kind of good enough. Like all these Browserify transforms, we don't want to be installing like 50 times, so it's usually not worth it to include them into each module individually, just because we're doing a central transform. If we were doing it differently, then that would be a whole different story. But we're not. So this can be closed. Let's go into here. Create a new file. You want to do that? Yeah, we do. Data.csv. See if we can copy this, string this, remove that. And then we can remove that. So like this, we suddenly have a shitload of data. That looks kind of alright. What we need to do now is read in the data. Const fs is require fs, and const csv is require csv dash parser. Then we're going to replace data with the CSV parser, I guess. Let's see how this works. Pipe CSV, the on data, push the data. Yeah, is this thing async? God, that's annoying. Shit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, fuck, we're gonna have to wrap things into functions. The funny is, this was synchronous. Well, it should be synchronous under the hood. Shouldn't it? No, as we're dealing with streams. We do not have those guarantees. Crap. Well, you could try it out, I guess. Const from string strings require from to string. So what we do is we say from string fs dot read file sync path dot join dir name comma data csv const path is required path. You know, Substack never does that, but hey, when it's Substack, it always just uses plus. I believe this is the correct way to support Windows. Read file sync, then we say CSV parser. Yeah, did something crash. Create read stream, pipe CSV. Okay, pipe CSV. And then say that on data xx data console.log data. Alright, we have our parser thing here. I think it should work. Unless we made some sort of typo. Open up the console and then refresh to see if it works. We're doing the BRFS transform, so the string should be inline. Will take a while though because computer and slow. If that's the read file sync is not a function. Do we have an error? No, we don't. Read file sync. Yes, it should be. Well, iodocs fs. Iodocs just opens up io.js documentation. Read file sync. Read file sync. fs.read file sync path.join. Yeah, crap. Their name there, CSV from string fs.read file sync. I think we're not doing the BRFS transform correctly. BRFS. No, we don't have BRFS installed. So I need to pull that in and probably restart the server for good measure. Don't think we need to, but you know, best to be safe. Okay. So I'm going to start the server. We'll open the page automatically, but we don't care about that one page because the console won't be open. Oh man, I'm gonna cook some pasta in a bit with spinach and sauerkraut on the side. I'm gonna try something out. Adventure time. Probably won't be too great. Also got these pickles the other day and they're awful. Close this. Can we refresh this? No. This. I mean. All right. No error so far. Object is a string. Bundle.js. Interesting. Okay, let's see where this comes from. So we have an error. Yeah, it's on bundle.js. Apparently we're not plot index buffer. We're not doing any inserts here. This is definitely not our code. Truncate, truncate, truncate. Doesn't look like Max's code. So we have a define an assert. Wait. No assertion error. God. We don't have the file on disk, so we need to see get message self. Assert.deep equal. What is this shit? Are we looking at the assert implementation? Yeah, we are. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Function fail. Function equal from string. Assert.equal type of string is string. Okay, so that is all me. That's good. Apparently it gives us some weird ass messages, but you know, whatever. So we're not dealing with a string. That is very good to know. It means the file we're having here is not a string. Const file is that, and we say file here, and we say console.log file here. Yeah, we're careful with that indentation. And then we open up the console again, and stare a bit confused into your camera because of jet lag. And we reload. God, jet lags. They're so strange. Get me all fuzzy. I wanted to fall asleep at 2 p.m. And right now I'm like, my body is tired, but my clock says, no, you know, it's not late yet. No time to sleep. Oh, no error. So like nothing happens now. Result log file. Reload. Server crashed. Fuck. Unhandled error event. Oh yeah. So as a result, npm start. And what we're doing right now is purely cosmetics. Going like the full mile to also make this beast maintainable and fun to update. So being like, oh, website is done now. Like, that's not the way to learn things. Gotta push a bit for the extra mile sometimes. Oh, we'll not be pushing too long. Ah. Server crash. Server's working. Just slow. Ah, perfect. Alright. Alright. So we got a buffer out. Data dot to string, I think. Oh no, right. We need to have a file that to. Ah, no, I'm stupid. What we need to do here is say UTF-8. And we can remove this, and it should work miraculously. Oh, wait. Yes, perfect. Refresh. So as you guys might know, oh, hey, it's supposed to be working. Zol.log, row, party tricks, website post, year of code, party tricks with symbols. Apparently I need to remove all of the columns. Time for some Vimmery. And let's see if this changes anything. I hope so. Oh crap. Oh yeah, shit. Apparently we need to do some headers. Also apparently we get an object back, which is not something we want. Well, I guess it's fine. CSV parser, separator, new line, printf headers. Did say website module, website post. Okay, let's check this out. So we have a PT type name date URI, type name date URI. So that was it. This should work. Here code. And we pass that data into this thing, and all we need to do is append the CX and CY to get the new ones. Headers, type website name, date, URI. Type name, URI, date. Okay, so this works. So we can remove the console log here. Now we have some streaming data over there, which is a bunch of data. Data is empty. Whenever this one goes in, we say data push D. Now, should pray that this is synchronous. I think it is. Or we can check. We can say console log data after this. Oh, but we have data here. There, push D, PT, D. Then we PCC, comment that thing out. We have some data coming in here. We call this one data. Data. Subjects goes in. Let's see. No, we can just do this. Dot. This is going to be parse week. Type index. Return that. Oh wait, that dot. That dot. So we got right there, and we mutate it, and then we assign the values, which is perfectly reasonable to do. Okay, so we have some data up here. And create a from string, make a file. It's going to be removed in a bit. We have like a bunch of data. So we can do console log data. If this one logs all the data, it means it's synchronous, and we have hit the jackpot. Apparently your system is crashing. Let's call it right. Crap. Unhandled error events. Throw error. Okay, so we have a parser error somewhere. Standard /index.js. Will this work? It does. Okay, unexpected identifier, line 27. This will log from string file, d data push pt d there. That was the error. Yeah, we need to close the one bracket. So now it's time to get the server started. Server started before I can get an app. I want to. I can, if I had to choose food or nap right now, I'd definitely go for a nap. It's better. Okay, let's see. Will this be synchronous? Will we have a race condition? We're about to find out. So if it logs all the data, it means we're good and we can abuse streams for what we're doing. If it doesn't log all the data, it means we're kind of fucked and we cannot abuse streams and we'll have to fuck, we're fucked. Can't read property split of undefined. Yeah, feels much. Okay, so we need to do some sort of callback, but on end, and wrap everything in there. I'm not too thrilled about it, but I guess it works. Oh well. Time to write some dirty ass code. On end function. Take two. Before you wrap everything, you need to check that on end we actually get all the data and it all works. And has been parsed and it looks pretty, because then we can like wrap the whole thing in a callback and we're set. So we're calling split. Or print, will it be called? Do we just throw and break everything? Just go this, I guess. Test 2. node.js 106. Equals with parse week. Why the hell are you parsing weeks? Parse week. Update that split. That's why. We're trying to parse a thing that cannot be parsed. So that's a problem. Okay, alright. We're calling PT here on the, which we're passing into PT. All we need to do now is go that log that to see what's going on. I can just say, if you guys have like any question what I'm doing, what all of these functions are, or what stacks I'm using, feel free to ask. Okay. Split of combine. memory data split. Plus week. We're at an all-time high right now. 6 viewers. Yes. Thank you for being here. And welcome. Okay. Let me find that split. So plus week, I thought that should just work perfectly. I guess. Okay. Try again, I guess. We're going to see what we're feeding into. Do the thing. Apparently, it's not too good. Tackle that. So here's an object. This one doing weird stuff with strings. Oh fuck. We need to remove all the white space. That is what's up. Yeah, this stinks. But this also works. Row. So the on end triggers all these functions properly. We need to remove the console log. We can remove this altogether. Okay, as for the rest of the code, we're just going to do jackasses and wrap it all into a callback function. Do be assholes. Like this. At least we can see the main logic. So whenever this happens, we can say do. Like, actually, it's not too bad what we're doing right here. It's like indenting it by 1 to make it a bit delayed. Could be a lot worse. Still, that looks fairly straightforward. Asynchronous looking. Yeah, guess it should work. Now it should delay all of the checks until they're done. And thus render the chart properly, because now we actually have data to render instead of trying to render before the data is done. Oh well. Let's see how this works. Apparently it works pretty slowly, but hey, we're used to that. Oh, fuck. We probably crashed the server. Yeah, we did. Unexpected token, line 21. Unexpected token. What is it? Npm start. 2, I guess. Have we crashed the server? No, we have not. Perfect. Maybe we can reload this one. It always makes me so happy when we don't crash the server. Or we just crash the server. Okay. Standard dot slash index dot js. Line 21 they said. Are these good? They are. These good. They're good too. 122. Unexpected token. UTF-8. This is good too. Where's our typo? UTF-8. Just do this, I guess. Do. I do not care about this. Test 2. Oh. No, it's already 7 p.m. Guess today was productive, but still, a nap would be appreciated. Look at it, complaining and shit. Sorry. So apparently we're building the bundle. Hasn't crashed yet. And that's crashed. Line 20 now. But on end. Unexpected token. What's the matter? Standard. Help me. I'm missing a typo, but my eyes are too easy. Oh god, of course. We're not allowed to call it do. Create plots. And here I was thinking it was such a nice name. npm start. So server starting up slowly. Garnish is posting some info. It's nice. Okay, so we can close this one out. Refresh this page. The game of waits. As in waiting a long time. You done yet? Still loading. But with the results, apparently it all works now. From to string, you have code, portraits with ES6 symbols. Oh god, yeah, we do need spaces there. We just removed all of them. It's probably the only place where we didn't want to remove them. Yeah. Looks about right. Type in URI date. Nothing's all show stuff. Yes. No, just reload it. It should be less slow, hopefully. Party tricks with ES6 symbols. Perfect. We have a working chart. Make it responsive. I'm kind of done for today. Yeah. Let's commit this, push it to GitHub, and then I'm going to cook me some food. So, are we still logging things / console? Nothing. Add patch. So CSV parser, D3 tip. We need not all of them. We can remove the BRFS hard dependency. That's a mistake. Yes. Yes. Split it up. Yeah, sure. Also yes. Also yes. Plot move to inline.json CSV. And push. So we've moved from inline.json to CSV. And well, let's check out the result on GitHub. Walk through the files maybe a bit. Once that's done, we'll be good. Also, I want to show you guys the, wait. Did I forget to add a file? Where is our CSV file? Is it uploaded yet? Index.json. Here's the CSV parser, data.csv. Git grab CSV. Git ignore CSV. Yeah, that's not good. Git ignore CSV. Data.csv. Add /data.csv. Or CSV. Kind of silly that CSV is in there. /data. This. CSV data. I'm going to rebase this just because it is very fucking silly. So we're going to merge this one with the upper one. And then force push it back to master. That means we will have CSV data in our main thing. So data.csv. Where CSV, of course, stands for comma separated value, and GitHub creates fancy charts out of them, like this. So we can just inspect our stuff and be like, oh yeah, we need to make a change, and we can just do that. And you can see an overview of all the things we've done. For some things, like very static data,